morning, children. Well, now I don't know by now whether you all know that your first unit exams are going to start on the 9th of April. And as it is, we have done one chapter. The name of the chapter was, the first chapter was what I'll tell you. It was Why I Don't Wear Earrings. That and this chapter we're doing. The second chapter is Dear Mrs. Naidu. Now these two chapters are going to come for your first unit test. They are very easy chapters. All you will get is reference to context, and you know it's just that you have to tick the correct answers, and you'll get meanings. Will be given meanings. You have to tick the correct meaning, correct sentence. All this very easy. So, but for that you have to read your chapters really well. Have you understood? So anyway, we were doing about Dear Mrs. Naidu, about a girl writing a letter to somebody. It was a school assignment and she had to write a letter to somebody. Till now we don't know who she's writing the letter to. And then she tells us about how this person she's writing to is, is so good, and then she's got a beautiful house with so many rooms and things like that. Like here, page 24, you fought for India's freedom and won. That means somebody very important, because she said you won the freedom. I never fought for anything. If I did, I'm not sure I would win, especially if I was fighting against the Britishers. Now she said that this lady who she's writing to fought for India's freedom. So that will make you think that, oh, fought for that means must be somebody very important. And this girl says, like, Meeta, I can't even fight for anything. You lived in and also that she lived in a huge house with lots of room and maids. That means she must have been very rich and famous, because this lady lived in a house with many rooms and maids to do her housework. And my house has only one room. And this girl who's writing the letter, she says my house has only one room. And Amma is a maid and a mother is a maid. So you know how much a maid earns and all. To do who does instead of doing her housework, her mother, in order to earn money, does other people's housework. You had a lot of brothers and sisters, and then you had a lot of kids. She said you had brothers and sisters, and you also, like that person she's writing to, had a lot of kids. I don't have any brothers and sisters. She says that she doesn't have, she's the only child. And of course, she's only 12, so quite obvious she can't have any kids. Here is why I decided to write to you. Now, why is she writing to this person? She is writing to this person because she was reading a book about her life. Vimla madam gave it to me, like some teacher will give you a book and say, please write, something. So, or she gave it to Amma to give it to me. So she gave it to her mother and she told her, tell your daughter to read this book. I haven't read all of it yet. She says, I haven't read everything. It's in English, but much more complicated English. It's very complicated means like difficult to understand. So the English must be a little higher, like in class 5, you'll only know a certain English, then you'll go higher, your English becomes better and more difficult, like that. Then the kind that you like, she used to read detective stories, and maybe in the detective stories, the English wasn't that difficult. So it's taking me some time. So she says, because to read is taking me. So far, I've only read the part about your childhood. Then she says, actually now I've not read anything, I've only read about your childhood. But that part makes me like you, though. Like whatever you've done, that person who she's writing to, she says, but your childhood, I find it very interesting, and that part makes me like you. When you were my age or even younger, Mrs. Naidu, it seems like you stood up to parents and teachers and all the others. Now, what does stood up means? Not stand up like that. You know, when something goes wrong in your house, like a mother scolds you for something that you haven't done, then you tell her, you stand up, and not stand up, literally stand up like this, but you sort of go against it and tell her that no, I did not do this. So she says, like, you stood up, like when the teacher said something wrong or your parents said something to you, and if it was not right, you told them off. And the book says that your parents wanted you to speak English, like how we also. I tell you, come on, improve your English, speak in English, don't speak in Nepali, Hindi and Bengali, because we know you know those and you have to improve your English. It says you locked yourself. Like imagine sometimes when you get angry with your parents, you know, you go to the other room, you don't talk, you don't come out when your parents call you for a whole day because you disagreed. Because now you didn't, like your parents say something to you and then you don't agree and then you get angry. I mean, some of you might not eat your lunch or your dinner, or you might just lock yourself in a room. And you didn't even, like, you know, this girl that she's writing a letter to was so brave or strong-headed, we say, that like whenever she had a disagreement with her parents, she wouldn't even come down for lunch. I don't know if this is true or just a story. Now this one saying, I don't know, whether it's true or just a story. But if I had a house with more than one room, of course, you know, like suppose like your house, you have 2-3 rooms. Now when you get angry with your mother, you go to the other room. But then suppose like this girl had only one room. So even if she got angry, even if there was something wrong, she wouldn't be able to go here and there. She would have to stay in that room only. Have you understood? I don't know if this is true or just a story. But if I had a house with more than, there are plenty of times I would have locked myself behind a closed door. Now she says, I don't know whether it is true or not, but she's saying I would have locked myself, like if I had more rooms, because I think she used to have a lot of arguments with her mother, and maybe she would get angry with her mother, and so she said that I would lock myself if I had more rooms, but she didn't have any more rooms. I guess that's why you seem like someone who understands kids like me. So, you know, I feel that you can understand me. Like maybe you wouldn't mind if I asked you questions and read detective stories late, so I didn't have to. Like she's saying, I think you're the type, if I ask you questions or if I talk to you, like you're the type who wouldn't mind. And she had to stay school late because she didn't want to go to Vimla Madam's house. And now I've completed my first assignment. Now the assignment was that she had to write a letter, and she chose to write a letter. Now to who, we still don't know her, but it seems somebody very important like that, which is to introduce to the person that I'm writing to be, like she had to write and she had to be very truthful when she wrote the letter. To be completely honest, my brain and my heart feel exactly the same as when I started. Then she ends the letter by saying, all the best, Sarojini. Then, you know, you can get an idea, because after that, you know what she writes? P.S. That is like when you forget something, then in a letter you write, please note, sort of a thing. This reminds me of something we do have in common. We have the first name. So she wrote a letter and that person's name was Sarojini. Now children, now I am going to tell you who was Sarojini Naidu. You know, she was a very famous historical figure. Now what I want you all to do is, now you are going to have this, of course this will come for the exam, but what I am telling you to do will not come for the exam. Now you have to find out about Sarojini Naidu and write a few lines about her. Find out about Sarojini Naidu, who she was, and write her. She was a famous historical character. Now, I will not tell you what she did, who she was, but you have to find out about her. And in fact, this was her first novel, Dear Mrs. Naidu, and it bagged the South Asia Book Awards in 2016. Have you understood? The name of the author who wrote this book is Matangi Subramaniam. So that's it. Now children, read the chapter. Read. Because that is what you are not doing. And read the chapter. And this lesson is very important because it's going to come in your unit test. You will be getting your syllabus very soon. And when you get your syllabus, you have to read this chapter. Has everybody understood? Yes? So, I don't know whether you have a class on Monday, but again, I'm repeating the same thing. If you can, come to school, give your books, I'll correct it. But then you don't want to come, I don't know for what reason. When the schools open, you are going to be in a shock because you will not have read or studied. So you have a long weekend, read the spellings, find out the meanings, and find out about Sarojini Naidu. Have you understood? Thank you and have a great weekend.